I am Toastmaster Harshit Khandelwal, Area E3 Director, and I welcome you all to the episode 4 of Wednesday Wisdom. No, wait, it's Wednesday Wisdom. Quite a tongue twister, isn't it? But here today, we are not here to recite tongue twisters. We're here to learn how to plan a great contest. But before I do that, I would like to actually recite one thing though, and that thing being the district mission, which is that we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. So let me tell you a bit about this series, the Wednesday Wisdom series that we're here gathered for today. What is it? So it's just a series of regular education sessions on varied interests and support to clubs and members, which are actually conducted on certain Wednesdays of the month. Of course, the name itself is in the name, that Wednesdays, so it's conducted on Wednesdays. Not all Wednesdays, but certain Wednesdays of the month. In case if you have any specific asks for the series that you want a episode on certain topic that you would like to be conducted on, please do reach out to the program quality director's office. But the whole motto of this series is to make the lives of the executive committees and the clubs easy. And now in particular for this episode 4 here that we are gathered for today, it's about contest planning. Now before we move ahead and I bring on my monologue, I would like to ask the participants, the audience members, what role do you think is the most let's say the most tough job when it comes to planning a contest or conducting a contest?
It's of a chief judge.
Okay. Any other roles do you think that, especially for club contests, do you think any other role?
Contest chair.
Contest chair. Zone master, of course. Right, that's very important. So when it comes to actually, I also think that, like each role in contest is equally, if not equally important, but, it is important. Every role is important. But I do have a certain incident that I remember, especially with the role of chief judge. Now, I always remember the time that I played the role of chief judge in my own club's contest. The funny thing is that, I played the role of chief judge before in like 3 instances before I got to play this role of chief judge in my own club. And that actually included doing the chief judge even in the area contest. But then I got to play the role of chief judge in my club. And another thing is that when I did that for the first time, I was also the vice president education of the club. Now I was tasked with all the planning, the agenda, the everything, arranging everything, getting the role players, getting the judges, and training all the role players, everything. And it became like, I think, the most overwhelming experience, one of the most overwhelming experiences that I have had in event planning in Toastmasters. But I always cherish that experience, because I was able to learn so much in that one experience as chief judge. And I think even though I didn't have the best experiences, even though I had some experience, but I do believe that, if a session like this, which we're going to have today, happened earlier, job for me would have become much, much easier than it was at that time. So that's why we are gathered here today. So to look for all the contest planning that we can do and how to make it as smooth as possible. So for that, I would now like to introduce our expert, the trainer, who's going to conduct that very session. So she has been a marketing professional with 12 plus years of experience of varied industries. In terms of Toastmasters, she hasn't been a member since September 2016 and has since held various offices like Vice President Education, President, Area Director, Division Director, and is obviously currently serving as the District Public Relations Manager. In terms of Toastmasters achievements, she has achieved many things, but a few that I would like to list are Power Up Area Director, Distinguished Area Director, Triple Crown Awardee, and of course, a Distinguished Toastmaster. She also enjoys listening to music, traveling, and dancing, and her passion to meet and network with people, actually, that's what brought her to Toastmasters. So to conduct the session on contest planning, I would like to invite Distinguished Toastmaster, Neha Bhatt. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Harshit. Just a quick check. Am I audible and clearly visible?
Perfectly audible.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. There are 27 in the room right now, and I want everyone to switch on the cameras. Whoever possibly can, please do. Today, we are going to talk on planning of the contest. So before we set on what's going to be in the contest planning, I just want to tell you how many contests actually are going to be there. Toastmasters International officially permits 5 contests, that is international speech contest, humorous speech contest, evaluation, table topics, and tall tales. Well, only international speech contest goes to the finals, from the district to regionals to semis, and then quarterfinals and semis, and then directly to internationals. At District 98, we have international speech contest and evaluation speech contest this year. And at clubs, you're allowed to do as many contests as you want as from the official list of TI. But from area and beyond, we'll be proceeding to international speech contest and evaluation speech contest. The theories of both the contests are going to be more or less the same, and that's the reason I have had a presentation for all of you, which will help you plan the contest. What we are going to do in this session, majorly, we will understand the responsibilities. I heard before the sessions got started, I heard somebody saying, what is the crucial role in the contest? What do you think is a very crucial role? Somebody said chief judge, somebody said contest chair, somebody said Zoom master. Before we get into all these, I want to understand with the raise of hand, how many of you have been in Toastmasters post or pre-COVID, pre-COVID. How many of you had been pre-COVID? Okay. All right, so largely our audience has been post-COVID, which has always seen the online scenarios of the contest. Today, we are also going to touch base on online and offline contests, how and what can we do there. I request the Zoom master or the tech master to present, to start the presentation. Thank you. So largely, next slide, please. We are going to touch base on the importance of what the contests are and how to proceed with the contest. We recommend you at least plan your contest 15 days before. Appoint a contest chair. Generally, VP Education appoints the contest chair. It should be 15 days prior to the contest. 10 days before, contest chair and chief judge has to ensure their respective teams are ready. Plus, they should have a backup if in case there are any dropouts. 7 days prior, at least, have the contest chair receive the contestant eligibility form and profile, and the chief judge should also ensure that the eligibility and the code of ethics are received from voting judges. 3 days prior, hold the briefings, and 2 days before the contest, hold a dry run. This is basically for the online contest. Wherever you see a dry run terminology, please consider it as for the online contest. For offline contest, we recommend you to meet your teammates, outside somewhere, have the briefings done. And at the time of the contest, it is recommended to come early and have the checks done. Next slide, please. Here we are going to briefly study, as Toastmasters has given us the platform of, compartmentalizing things, and that is why you'll see each slide talking about before, during, and after the contest, which makes things very clear as to what the contest chair, chief judge, even the contestant and the role player has to do in the contest planning procedure. being the contest chair, before the contest, you have to determine what is the budget that is allotted for the contest, with the help of the ExCom member, of course. Encourage members to participate and take nominations before the contest. So just in case, to give you the gist, if you are the contest chair, and let's say you have 36 club members, know how many are interested to participate, and if they aren't, or hesitant to participate, push them, because that's, and Toastmasters soul, I believe, is the contests, and everyone should be there and participate. So you are responsible to encourage members to participate in contest. In case of offline contest, arrange for the venue. Look for a venue which can accommodate the kind of club members that you have. Considering the number of members, arrange the venue likewise, which can be accommodative to all the members. Plan effective PR coming from the district public relations manager. This is very essential. Promote your contest as much as possible. This will help not just for your members to feel proud about, also bring in guests for your club. So as I said, contests are the soul of Toastmasters, and when people see your posters, international speech contest of a particular club, and they actually are a little inquisitive of what is it about, at least they'll visit you once. So plan your PR effectively. Ensure all the participants are eligible before contesting. Now, how you can do is, I've just given a link there of the assistants, how you can check on eligibility of the participants. You can also check this with the club roster. The ExCom would have the club roster rights. You can ask your ExCom to help you with whether anybody, how do we know the eligibility? Anybody?
We can check, the BP can check the progress of each and every club member, that if the level 2 is completed for them or not.
Okay, wonderful. I was expecting this particular answer. What are the eligibility criteria?
For
rightly said. One, being a paid member, a very essential point to be eligible to participate in contest. And second is, as Anjali said, having level 1 and level 2 completions in pathway. And from the, if anybody is a distinguished Toastmaster, even that person is permitted to, if he has not completed level 1 or level 2, he can still participate. One more plus point for the charter clubs. Earlier, the criteria was 6 months during the charter of the club, but now it is extended to 1 year. So when your date of contest is there, in that 1 year, if the club is chartered, you can participate. The eligibility criteria of level 1, level 2 is not applicable for those members. So that is what, as a contest chair, you have to assure that the participants are eligible to participate in contest. Brief the role players. Now, contest chair has to brief, as per the speech rule book, contestants and sergeant at arms. So sergeant at arms and chief sergeant at arms. These are the role players that contest chair briefs, plus the contestant. Now, if the chief judge wants you to brief the timer, you can also do that. But it is also recommended that while you're briefing the contestant or the role players, at least have chief judge present in the meeting and assure that the briefing is done correctly. So it is recommended that chief judge should be present while the briefing is going on. Next, during the briefing or after the briefing, however contest chair and contestants are comfortable, arrange for a speaking draw. And then finally, you prepare the agenda. this is a very essential point, which is appointing a test speaker. We have seen a lot of times this is done by chief judge, but it is recommended that contest chair appoints the test speaker for evaluation speech contest. Now, if you are new for the club, if you have joined newly 6 months or 2 months, 3 months, then obviously you can request chief judge for appointing a test speaker. But primarily, it is the responsibility of the contest chair to appoint the test speaker. And then arrange certificates, soft copy in case of online meetings or contests, and prints in case of offline, and then trophies. This is before the contest. Now, what do you do as a contest chair while you are on the day of the contest? Number one, aid with all the help that is required from the contestant end, that is make them comfortable, have video and audio checks done so that they are assured of the platform. Let it be Zoom or let it be offline. In case there is an offline event, ask them whether they want to use mic. If they're going to use props, assure that the props are nearby and the sergeant at arms has been informed about the prop usage. So all these care has to be taken by the contest chair. In case of an online contest, as I said in the earlier slide, conduct a dry run and confirm that the contestants are comfortable with the platform. In case, this is especially for the timer cards, because usually in the online contest, we have observed that during the day of the contest, the contestants are still struggling whether they are able to see the timer cards or not able to see the flip of the cards or whatsoever. So ensure that they're comfortable with the platform, they're comfortable with the cards display. As suggested in the speech rule book, the timers will not be spotlighted. So the contestant has to be made comfortable with the display of the cards. Ensure that the video checks and audio checks are done, and conduct contest as per the speech rule book. You as a contest chair, as I have already stated, is the event convener and the most important person of the contest. You're not allowed to make mistakes. So go through the speech rule book thoroughly and only follow the script. All the resources are available on the TI website, as well as it will be available on the District 98 website as well. What do you do after the contest? After the contest, you conduct interview process. That's what we say, interviewing your contestants and distributing participation certificate. This also acts as a filler while the chief judge goes into the breakout room or some other room in case of an offline contest. And you have to fill the gap till the chief judge is back in the room with the result. So utilize that time by distributing the certificate, interviewing the contestants, and acknowledging the role players. Announce contest winners once the chief judge hands over the winners notification to you. Provide contact details of the contestant to chief judge after the contest is over, so that chief judge has to do certain formalities after the contest is over. He can proceed without any glitch. Ensure all the bills are submitted to treasurer and reimbursed. This is particularly applicable more on the offline side. When you have offline events, there are bills such as venue, if you are arranging some refreshments, prints, certificate prints, agenda prints. So ensure that all the bills are there with you and you submit it to the treasurer for reimbursement. And again, publicize the event post the contest. Do not forget to do that, because it will be elating the contestants that when you make their posters and announce it to first place, second place, third place winners. And plus it will also engage the club and its members and guests to come more over such contests. Next slide, please. In case you have any questions, I want you to note down and we'll take it at the end. Responsibilities of the chief judge. Before the contest, it is very essential. If you are being the chief judge, you should attend the chief judge training. We just had, before this session, we had judges training workshop. And I hope whoever wants to become chief judge should have attended the training, or even we have the recording on the YouTube. So please visit that. And if in case you're planning to do a chief judge role, you should be aware of what are the criteria of being a chief judge. Review the speech rule book. You shouldn't be in a place saying, I don't know this, how it is to be done. Speech rule book has all sets of norms and regulations pertaining to contest. And there's no doubt, it's very clearly mentioned. In case you have some doubt, reach out to some senior Toastmaster and they'll definitely help you. Connect with contest chair to ensure all roles are filled. You should also, as a chief judge, be ensured that whether contest chair is doing their job correctly and timely. Plus, you should have backups of, as I said earlier, you should have backups of all the role players so that in case there are any dropouts, you can fill it up easily. Source voting judge as per the criteria. Generally, it is 5+1 for the club. We'll talk about the recommended part in the latest session. It's presented in the second part of the slide. Appoint the tie-breaking judge. This is very important, as if you are the chief judge, you have to appoint voting judges plus tie-breaking judge. The tie-breaking judge is only and only known to you. That's a secret judge. That's what we call in Toastmaster. Ensure all the judges are eligible for voting. Again, I'm not getting into the eligibility criteria because we are only and only focusing on contest planning. In case you have any doubts of what are the eligibility criteria of being chief judge, what are the eligibility criteria of being a role player, or what are the eligibility criteria of being voting judge, everything is documented and presented in the speech rule book. Please read it thoroughly. In case you have any doubts, reach out to me or any senior Toastmaster around you and they'll be ready to help you. Brief the judges, timers, and counters, that is ballot counters, and attend dry run in case of online contest. Inform all about the Zoom or the venue, whatever details are there. At least whoever you're briefing, it is your responsibility to give them the details about the meeting, whether the venue, if they are not aware of the venue, give them landmarks so that they reach the venue on time. When I'm saying on time, during the contest, it is recommended as a chief judge for you to reach the venue before 60 to 90 minutes. In case there is any glitch, any last moment hassle, you have to be there and arrange for a filler. So in case of a physical contest, be there before 60 to 90 minutes. In case of an online contest, it's recommended to be there 40 minutes, 30 minutes before the contest starts so that you are in control of everything. Be ready with judges packet. Into bracket, I've specifically mentioned the requirements, which is ballot, pen for offline, envelopes for judges, again for offline, timer cards. This is all specific to offline contest, but it's very essential for the online contest as well, because when you are sending email, getting the eligibility or the code of ethics from voting judges, your judges packet should be ready. I mean, your checklist should be ready. You should be aware of what all you're getting in return during the contest and before the contest from the voting judges. So just be ready with your judges packet, may that be digitally or on print, okay? In case of evaluation speech contest, check the room where the contestants will be sent. In case of the offline, you have to go and physically check the room, whether it's okay for accommodating the number of contestants that you have. Let's say you have 5, 7 contestants, it's okay. The room has to be, accommodative to the number of contestants. In case of online contest, you must see the breakout room and the settings of the Zoom, whether in case of a dropout, what the contestants will reach into the main room or into the breakout room and how it will be treated. So all these settings has to be seen by the chief judge. Collect contestants' eligibility forms from the contest chair so that you can easily fill the notification of winner and report after the contest is over. Check with Sergeant at Arms contestants if they're and the contestants if they are briefed correctly by the contest chair or not. In case you can also brief them on the day of contest, 5-10 minutes before. You can just have a quick chat and brief them about the rules, and that will be a quick revision for both contestant as well as Sergeant at Arms. This is very important. Avoid any videography and photography, and this is under the surveillance of chief judge. As I've mentioned, as a stinker which says chief judge is the custodian of the contest, and you have to take care that the contest runs as per the Toastmasters protocols. No videography or photography is allowed unless any contestant has requested for it. So please be sure that this is taken care during the contest. Remind contest chair to announce if there's any change in the sequence of contest before the contest starts. In case a contestant has dropped out to contest or he's not able to attend the contest, so that will hamper the sequence of the contestant. And in that case, you have to remind the contest chair to announce it prior the contest starts. Ensure all the contest officials are in the room before the contest starts. So in case of online scenarios, I'm sure you all must have seen it, that the chief judge confirms, the contest chair tells the chief judge to confirm that all the role players are in the room, yes or no. And only then the contest starts. This is applicable for the offline contest as well. And the contest cannot start if the role players or the officials are not in the room. And the most important part of the contest, please handle the protests carefully. While handling the protest, you should know the norms of the protest, on what basis the protests can be raised and how it can be resolved. So all these things are also mentioned, as I said, in the speech rule book. So the Bible of Toastmaster is speech rule book. Go to the speech rule book and study it thoroughly. You'll understand and get answers of everything. After the contest, collect the timer sheets from both the timers. Proceed with telecounters to CJ room for counting the ballots. Now, in this case, again, I'll present both the scenarios. For offline contests, once the contest is over, the chief judge and the ballot counters moves out of the contest room to some another room and counts the ballot. In case of an online scenario, chief judge and tally counters moves to breakout room to count the ballots. Now, in case there's a hybrid model in the contest, you'll have to, let's say the chief judge is attending from the Zoom and the ballot counters are in the offline mode. Then in that case, the ballot counters can go into the Zoom meeting and count the ballots in the breakout room. Fill the contest notification form in the descending order and then send it to contest chair. It's always third place, second place, and first place. That's how it is announced as well. State if there are any disqualifications, because that is also to be announced before the winners are announced. Send the contest reports to next level only. Here we would not send it to PQD office for each and every contest. We will only send it to the next level. For example, at club level contest, you will send it to your area director, and at area level, division director and division level district. Okay, the division director will send it to the PQ. This is very important. Discard all your ballots after the contest is over, so that we just forget who voted for what, and the results are there. Acknowledge and recognize the contest chair after the contest is over, because contest chair recognizes the role players. You have to recognize the contest chair. Ensure all events bills are submitted. In case you take any printouts for offline contest, judges code of ethics and everything, take a invoice and give it to the treasurer and get a reimbursement. Next slide, please. Contestant, do you think you are responsible for anything? Yes, before the contest, nominate yourself to the contest chair. That is your number one responsibility. Number two, review latest updated speech rule book, because you as a contestant is also essential for you to go through and understand what are the rules and how they're applicable for each of the contest. Ensure you're eligible to participate in contest. Fill the contestant profile eligibility and submit it to contest chair as per the timelines given by the contest chair. Attend the dry run in case of online contest. Attend briefing and draw, order of draw for knowing your sequence of order of speaking. Prepare well before the contest. During the contest, arrive 30 minutes before the start time. Check your audio and video devices. In case you're using a prop, you have to inform to contest chair as well as sergeant at arms so that they can help you with your stage presence. Be careful about the environment. If in case you should not be, in case you're from the Zoom, you shouldn't be in a noisy environment. Make sure your visuals are clear and you're in a well-lit room. Get comfortable with the stage before the contest starts. In case of offline contest, be there, on the stage, rehearse it, practices, and then, get comfortable with it. Be ready and available when called upon by the contest chair for your speech. And in case of protests, you have to cooperate with the chief judge as well as contest chair. After the contest, you're the most relaxed person, so be present when called upon by the contest chair for the acknowledgement and recognition for getting your certificates of participation. Next slide, please. Responsibility of role players. This includes timer, ballot counters, sergeant at arms. Before the contest, review the latest updated speech rule book. Ensure that you're briefed by the contest chair or the chief judge. Review the scripts and rehearse. So this is very important. Just don't go on the stage point blank that, okay, the script is there, I'll just say it. You must see and also have the names. This is for contest chair also. Have the names also ready while you have the script with you, so that you have handy material, but you still should be mentally prepared of how you want to do it. Attend the dry run for the contest. This is again for the online. During the contest, arrive 30 minutes before the contest start time. Be ready with your kit. That means timer with green, yellow, and red card displays. Ballot counters with their tally sheets, and again, timers with their record time also with the sheet. Check them once before the start of the contest and assist contest chair and chief judge in case they need any assistance from your end. After the contest, convene to the chief judge room when called upon by the chief judge. This is specially applicable for ballot counters. Be present till the results are announced. In case of any error, timers has to interrupt and inform that the results has been announced incorrectly. Next slide, please. Now, contest chairs. This is the official format, and we'll again talk of the recommendation on the later stage. Contest chair, chief judge, voting judges at the club level 5, at the area level minimum of 5. Division 7 we recommend, and district minimum 7. Tie breaking is only 1. Tally counters and timers are 2 at all levels. Tally counters are 3 at district. Next slide, please. These are the checklists for contest chair as well as chief judge both. Resources are available on the Toastmasters International website, and District 98 website. It will available very soon. Please be sure that you have seen all this documents before the contest begins. Next slide, please. Now, these are some good practices that we would recommend. Ensure that you have read and understood the speech rule book. In case of any doubts, you can reach out definitely to the PKD office. A day or two prior the contest, brief the judges and the role players. Provide all role players with necessary documents and get eligibility certificates signed by the judges. It is recommended to have odd number of judges. This is what I was mentioning. Have at least 7 to 8 irrespective of the requirement, and it should be mix of on-site and offline in case the contest is hybrid. Avoid having someone who is the winner at the club level as the voting judge. For that matter, avoid winners having as a role player also, because let the winner be winner and enjoy that thing. Have at least 2 to 3 extra judges as well as backup for critical roles like tie breaking, test speaker, tally counter, and timer. Next slide, please. Although the contestants and Sergeant at Arms briefing will be conducted, as I said, by the contest chair, the chief judge is recommended to be there in the briefing so that in case there is a miss by the contest chair, chief judge can fill in the gap. Contestants must not refer any other contestant or role player's name or the objective of the speech presented by another contestant during the speech in the same contest they are contesting. This is very important. Charge your mobile and other devices. This is specifically for the online contest. Avoid technical glitch as much as possible. For online contest, it is mandatory to provide meeting ID and password for all the officials that are in the part of contest. Contest chair to verify the membership status and educational status of all the contestants so that the eligibility criteria are met. Next slide, please. Login to virtual room at least 30 minutes. We have already discussed. Ensure contest chair and contestants have done the technical checks. Virtual screen is visible clearly to the contestant. Ensure all technical aspects. Zoom master, that's the responsibility to check the security checking is done before the contest starts. Judges need not rename themselves. Harshit can log in as Harshit. The moment I said Harshit just switched off his camera. Check your WhatsApp messages for immediate requirement of any role player or voting judge. So keep your WhatsApp ready and handy during the contest. Next slide, please. Ensure the contest chair has shared all the contestant details to the chief judge. Ensure that you have filled the notification form. The form is linked as well as available on the TI website. And all the voting judges have shared all the details required in the eligibility form. Next slide, please. Now, this is what is required by the chief judge to do. Number 1, fill the Google form. The PKD office is going to release it by the end of this week and circulate. Number 2, complete the notification of winner and send it to the next level officer, as I mentioned. From the club to AD, area contest will be sending to division director and the division contest to PQD. That is all from my side. I know it has been extensive. Any questions? The floor is now open.
I would request if anyone has any questions, please raise your hand first and we'll choose, then you can ask the question. You can raise your hand virtually or physical as well if you like. I firstly, we'll firstly go with Toastmaster Lawrence, as I seen his hand first. So Toastmaster Lawrence, you can unmute.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
My question is for a hybrid meeting. Suppose audio fails during the contest, will the online contestant will get the second chance?
Yes. So for any technical glitch, let's say from the timer side, if there is a technical glitch, the contestant would get 30 seconds of grace. In case the contestant drops off, there is 1 minute each, 2 attempts. Okay. So in case, let's suppose if you are the contestant and you drop off, you'll get 2 attempts of 1 minute each. You can join in and start from where you had left. Clear?
No, my question was about audio equipment fails when the online contestant is speaking. It is not fault of his. So can he repeat it from the beginning, or he has to start from where he has left off?
No, I believe you should start from where you have left. That is what is recommended.
Next, I see Toastmaster Mariamma. Please connect.
Yeah, actually, I missed the earlier part because I was traveling. So is it possible to share the recording?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have one more query.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Yeah, it is regarding handling the contestants for the ESC contest to the breakout room. Whoever has joined online, should the SA move to the breakout room?
Can you repeat your question?
It is regarding hybrid meeting only, regarding handling online contestants for the ESC contestant, where they have to be taken to the breakout room. Usually, SA moves them in the breakout room of online meeting. But since they have to keep their audios on, and then if the SA starts the, makes the audio on, then they can hear the speaker speaking, and then the whole contest has to be conducted again. So, does the SA has to move to the breakout room also, taking them virtually?
So there are 2 SARs for the contest. The chief sergeant at arms stays in the main room. The other sergeant at arms goes to the breakout room and have the checks done. And as you said correctly, the contestants has to keep their audio on so that they can, if there is any noise that the sergeant at arms catches, he can at least warn the contestant. Also, the contestant in the Zoom has to keep both their hands visible to the sergeant at arms all throughout till the turn comes for speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, see Toastmaster Pitambran. Please.
Thank you very much. Distinguished Toastmaster Neha, I am Distinguished Toastmaster Pitambran representing Contestant Toastmasters Club. Sorry for not coming on video because of the low bandwidth. Now,
No
I have two questions. Question 1 is about, you said voting judges no need to rename themselves as or for identification purpose, whichever way. Now, my question is that suppose a club is having, say, total of 15 members, almost say, and 5 judges join. The rest of the role players, it is everyone knows. And so how it will be like if the voting judges also appeared on the screen, it can be a bit of issue. That is what I believe, because what I experienced. So instead of that, basically I'm a member of District 20 in Bahrain, Kuwait, Egypt, and Iraq. Where we practice is that normally all the judges, they name as J1, J2, J3, J4, and always remain off the camera. This is the practice what we do. Whereas you suggested no need to rename, you can be as such as declare yourself? That is about the first question. So can you please clarify that?
Yes. So we recommend to not have J1, J2, J3, and a solution to what the problem that you mentioned, that it's so evident that these are the judges. I would recommend to invite guests, your friends, so that the question or the problem just resolves by that itself. May that be the contest chair, the contestant, the role players, or the chief judge can invite as many as Toastmasters to your event, because that's the mega event of a club. So I would request invite more guests, so that the unanimity is mentioned, and it's clear that we are not in the problematic situation. Even if it is, let's say 5 new guests are there, and if you are the contestant, I would still tell you not to focus on how many 5 or 6 of people unknown will have joined. You focus on the speech that you have to deliver, and just relax after that.
Okay.
Does
The
it help?
second, yes. Thank you very much. The second question is regarding the protest and acceptance of the protest. Now, the protest need to be lodged before adjourning each contest or before declaring the results.
Correct.
So that need to be lodged before adjourning the particular contest. Am I right?
Yes. Before the results are announced, the protest must be. Yes, Arvind, you have some.
No. I will because no, the last year rule book says it need to be, every contest need to be adjourned soon after the particular thing is completed. Particular contest is over, all the role players recognized. Immediately after that, that particular contest need to be adjourned, and protest, if any, need to be lodged before adjournment of that particular contest. That is the rule say. So how we are planning for this year, it will be same way, I believe, if it is especially in case of an online or a hybrid setup.
I will let Arvind, since he has raised his hand, I'll let him speak, and then we'll talk about it. Yes, Arvind. Arvind, you're talking on mute.
Whether it's a hybrid or an in-person meeting, it's the same thing, that the protest has to be lodged before the results are announced, or before the contest is adjourned. That has to be done. And if it is online, then it goes directly to the contest chair, and if it is offline, then it has to be in writing to the, or again send a message, because we all have devices now, to the chief judge, that if a judge is protesting, then the judge has to send it. Or there is also another way for offline meetings. What we would do is, when we submit the ballot, we write there that under protest, or I have a protest, and what is protest. That is how it is to be done. And Pitambram, you did say that you are a member of various other districts. So whatever they do for that contest, for them, you will have to follow that. And we in district would follow certain things. Yeah. But by and large, we'll try and stick as far as possible to the rule.
Yeah, because it is, as far as the protest goes, it was clearly mentioned the previous year rule book that need to be lodged prior to adjournment of that particular contest, and every contest chair upon completion of the contest need to adjourn, specifically saying that this contest of this so and so is adjourned. So that is why I asked.
That's very specifically mentioned in the script for the contest.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Divya.
Hello, hi Neha. Thank you so much. That was a very informative session. I have 2 questions for you. I am from Shonda Toastmasters Club of Pune 2.0. My first question is for eligibility. The rule book specifically mentions the eligibility for ISC, but not for humorous and evaluation. So, like you said in the first segment, that level 1 and level 2 should be completed. So, like, is it conflicting, or how is it like?
So first of all, we will only talk about evaluation speech contest. For humorous speech contest, the club can guide you. The evaluation speech contest, as you said, the eligibility criteria is being a paid member. For only international speech contest, it is level 1 and level 2 completion. I would also request you to go through the speech rule book, which has all your doubts will be cleared there. Everything is very crystal clear, specified. Yes, Arvind.
All
Divya,
right. Yes,
Divya,
Neha, I
please.
have another question. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Please reach out to your area director for any doubts that you have, and telling the audience here that if you have a doubt, reach out to your area director first before you reach out to any higher officials. Your area director should be able to help you out with any queries. And Divya, you're from District 20. You said you're from another district, isn't it? So what are the rules there,
Yes,
and
yes,
who you
yes.
need to approach would be. But by far and large, please read the gospel. That's the speech rule book of Toastmasters. Everything is covered in that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Arvind, for that. Yes, it's very essential. Please reach out to your area directors. And thanks for bringing out that, Arvind, that if any case you belong to some other district, the norms are applicable separately. So please reach out to your district officers as well in case of any other doubts. Thanks, Sanjukta, for posting the speech rule book in the chat box. Any other questions? Sir, you have a.
I need to clarify one particular thing. In an offline contest, only the contestant is responsible to put up the props and will have no assistance from the sergeant at arms. But you may inform the contest chair that you do have props, and in that 1 minute of silence, you should demonstrate to the contest chair that you can assemble, and after the contest in that 1 minute of silence can disassemble the props. That is very important. Nobody will come to help you other than somebody of your own whom you appoint to come on stage and do it. But none of the contest officials will be there to help. This is for an offline contest. An online contest, you are all within the reach of the props, so it's left to you.
Thank you so much, Arvind. Any other questions? No, I think with that, you're all prepped up for the. Yes, we have a raise of hand. Yes, Shrey.
I have a question. As I've observed during a few contests since few years, we have to move the contestants and the chief judges to the breakout rooms during the meeting. So what is the basic purpose of that? I wanted to understand that.
The chief judge and the ballot counters, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is for counting the ballots. So once the contest is over, the ballot counters and the chief judge will go into the breakout room and tally the ballots received from all the voting judges to derive at the result.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. I saw Seshang raising a hand and then moving down.
No, it was by mistake. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So any other questions? All right. Thank you so much. That was my time on screen, and I wish you all the very best for the contest. And I hope that all of you are ready. Over to host.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Neha, for the wonderful session. It was very detailed, I must say. I hope if all the audience members at least gain some information about the contest if they didn't have already. And we'll be conducting fantastic contests this year in the district as well throughout all the levels. So if you want to access the recording of the session, it will be available on the YouTube channel of District 98. I mean, you can access that channel in general as well, you know, selfless promotion. And the PPT, the PowerPoint presentation, will be shared by the PQD office as well as part of the contest document, so you can use them. But I would like to, of course, thank all the members who joined us today for this session, the episode 4 of Wednesday Wisdom. I still can't say it properly. But I really hope all of you found it useful, found it interesting, and found it enjoying as well. And if you have any suggestions for the episodes, for the series, or would like any particular topic to be tackled in the next episode, or the next few episodes, or anything, please reach out to the PQD office, or please reach out to your area director as well. For any help regarding the contest as well, we are here to help you as well. I'm personally speaking as a area director myself. But that has been it from the 4th episode of Wednesday Wisdom. Hope all of you enjoyed, and yeah, that's it. Thank you all for joining.
Before we end, let us all have a group picture. Can I request everyone to switch on the cameras? Harshit or Vishal, could you help me?
Yeah, before that, I'll just stop the recording.
And give us some good poses, guys.